Alright, I made a solemn promise to the cast and crew of this game. I promise that I will not act like a dick for the rest of this game and to take this script more seriously. There, are you happy now?
Thank you,
Very
Professor.
good, Professor. I told you could do it.
Meanwhile, let's ignore
Professor,
Agent
And
Smith.
if I fail, then I will be fired and my actor will be replaced.
No. If you fail, Agent Smith there will hunt you.
Oh no.
And then I get to replace Dwibs as Professor Layton. Mwahahaha!
But if Dwibs gets replaced, then it should be me. But you already have Phoenix. Why can't you let me have Layton?
I was kidding,
If
Pedro.
we're taking this seriously, let's take this seriously.
Alright,
It's open, Professor. The gate's open.
And you've escaped the detection. If we're going to enter, now's our only chance. Move quickly!
alright, here we go.
With cat light tread upon my prey we steal in silence dread.
Do we really have to go through this forest to get there?
Yes.
I have to say, I find this place rather spooky.
Oh, this music, I love this music.
What's the matter?
Then again, well, as she already said, I love the whole soundtrack, but this one is one of our personal favorites.
There's a ghost in the forest.
Okay, serious face, Luke. Oh, Luke, you know that there are no such things as ghosts. Your eyes must be playing tricks on you.
But I'm positive I saw it, Professor.
Deep breaths, Luke. And on edge, even something as harmless as a gnarled tree can look like a ghost.
I suppose so.
Feeling better?
Yes.
Good. Come along. We mustn't let the stagecoach get too far ahead.
That was a nice character moment. Alright, puzzle time.
It's pitch black out here, Professor.
Yes, without some sort of light, I don't believe we'll be able to advance. Ah, damn, I must not have eaten my carrots.
Oh, bugger.
Well, what do we have here? We're in luck, my boy. I think someone left a lantern here. It's not green,
Excellent.
sadly, but whatever.
Better, it's red.
Sure, whatever.
Alright.
Use lamps to light up the dark forest paths. For each lamp, assume its light reaches to the end of any straight road. Use the fewest lamps possible to light all the paths. So, where should the lamps go?
Okay, so as you can, you're starting to see how it works. Basically, whenever time I put one of those lamps there, you actually get to see where the light goes. So basically, I have to try to illuminate the entire place without any, and I have to use as few lamps as possible. So, yeah, it's basically it's a very typical puzzle. So, let's see, thinking. There you go.
And now to test my
To test my theory.
And my theory is correct, as
wonderful.
always.
Good job. The past were quite scary, but that was okay.
Ah, it's going fast for even the player.
Aha! Now we've got a light. Curious though, isn't it? Who would leave a perfectly good lantern out here?
The writers of Green Lantern. I can't imagine someone simply forgot it here. It's almost like someone is leaving a trail for us.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yes. Well, he didn't write it, but, yeah.
Plot twist, Ryan Reynolds left the lantern for Luke and Layton. For Luke and Layton to find.
Look at this strange mushroom, Professor. I wonder if we eat it, we'll
No.
get big like those characters in Mario.
Curious. I've never seen this type before. Let me study it just a moment. Move on.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This, again, it's another awesome thing. I mean, the professor, of course, has this other thing where he likes to stop for a moment and study things that he finds fascinating and stuff. But, and they even use that as a puzzle. So yeah, now we have to study these mushrooms.
Damn it, I took too long. Now the mystery is ruined forever.
Okay,
Because
so I have to
Professor-
collect all the mushrooms in the forest as I pass through. Each circular clearing on the map contains mushrooms. You don't want to spend too long in this creepy forest though, so I find the quickest route through that visits each clearing only once. So I can
I
only-
tell you, these mushrooms better be able to solve world hunger or have a cure to cancer for Professor Layton to want to study them.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was the one who was solving the puzzle.
So wait, so let me get this straight, Pedro. The professor's the one studying the mushrooms, yet I'm the one who has to route the trip.
Don't you get it? Don't you get it?
My apologies.
Don't you get it, Luke? The professor is so lazy to the point where he even asks you to do his studies for him.
But I promised to be good. But
Oh,
you're
Timmy.
Hey, Luke, for once you cannot blame me. Blame the script.
Well, Professor, if it's any consolation, you got to study the mushrooms while I just found us the closest way out. So, it all comes out even.
Okay.
You see, I'm very
I love
forgiving.
this one. I love this one. Ladies and gentlemen, you might remember, I'm sure everybody here has played Pokemon Gold and Silver or Heart Gold, Soul and Silver. So you got
It's almost in any Pokemon game.
Imagine that theme going on.
yeah. Oh, I love this picture, by the way.
Ooh, that was super slippery. Can't stop that.
Hang on, Professor!
Our crossing went as well as could be hoped for, but we can't stop here. Off we go as soon as my arse mends itself. Ow! I fell on it.
I know a good massage.
Luke.
Hey, so a little bit kick here. Yeah, your rear end should be just fine now. Professor, are you sure it's safe to cross this thing? It looks a bit rickety.
Please stop copying my poses. Safe enough, I believe. Are you frightened, Luke?
Well, a little, yes. I mean, just look. If I fell, that'd be the end of me for sure.
Now, Luke, it may seem scary, but if you stay calm and keep moving forward, you'll be just fine. Here, help me with this puzzle. It will take your mind off our little trip across the chasm.
Okay.
Luke, shouldn't we not do puzzles while crossing a rickety bridge?
No. The puzzle itself is them crossing the bridge.
Of course. This is supposed to help Luke.
Luke, close your eyes and cross the bridge and solve the puzzle.
It's like usually the cliche in fiction when a character is crossing a dangerous bridge is the trick. They always say, "Oh, the trick is not to look down because if you don't look down, you don't get." In here, Layton is using the puzzle to keep Luke's mind focused on the puzzle rather than the actual eventuality of possibly falling.
Ironic, because the puzzle requires Luke to look down.
To test my theory.
And yet Layton is the one who solved it.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle
I get the
unsolved.
feeling Akira Hino had a bit
Maybe
of
he
a...
wants Luke to look down.
I think
just so
Akira
he can
Hino
pay
was
attention,
drunk when he
but,
wrote this part.
Well, the puzzles are not really.
No, not in terms of puzzles. I meant in terms of writing consistency.
Oh, okay.
Well, wouldn't it figure? It just figures that both Pandora's Box and Justice for All tend to be the bit of the wonkier ones of the series.
Get it? Because when they're a wonky bridge.
So we're almost at the castle?
Oh,
I don't find this one wonky. If anything, I find.
Oh, Jovi, you're up. Diary time.
Yeah, you're up.
You're saying, Pedro?
Jovi.
Quickly before I have to
Jovi, you're
start.
up.
Okay, my father fell ill from that sickness and has passed away. I also heard that many of the people who left Folsense had formed a village a safe distance from town. I imagine she lives there now, too. I've decided to send her a letter. As Duke, I can't leave town, but I've entrusted my message with a man who is passing through town. Now all I can do is wait for her reply.
Next.
So she moved into a town. What town would that be?
Folsense.
No,
Guys,
Folsense is the town we were at.
No. Drop.
Dropstone.
I can't say it.
No, sure, you got it.
That's another thing I love about this game. It really allows the player to piece the...
Jova.
I
Okay.
don't know how many days have passed waiting to hear back from her. It's been so long, in fact, that I can barely remember even sending that letter. Maybe she really doesn't love me. Maybe she's living in some other town, happily married to another man.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, this is exactly why another reason why I love this game so much. They really allow us to piece to put the pieces together ourselves before eventually revealing everything. We really get to think about this for ourselves and possibly guess. So
Yeah, it's like Linkara said, a good mystery of sorts allows the audience to be able to solve it before the characters themselves do.
Feeling nervous again, are you?
Well, that castle does look just a bit foreboding. None the slightest. Let's go, Professor.
Ah! Somebody help me!
And the mailman just happens to be here all of a sudden.
Sir. There's a vampire in that castle. I thought I was the caller, but I managed to give him the slip.
What are you even doing here?
Don't forget, he also delivers letters in Folsense. I'm guessing he had to...
I know.
I'm guessing he had to deliver a letter here.
I didn't stick around to check his fangs up close, sonny boy.
I just say this has got to be the world's bravest mailman ever.
I love Parcell.
Seriously.
Parcell, they need it. I agree. Parcell is awesome just on that basis alone.
It does seem to have spread throughout the population of Folsons.
Room. If at this point, it might as well be the city's religion.
Do you think maybe it could be, more than a rumor? Mr. Parcell seems fairly sure.
That's what we're here to find out. Just a few more steps and we'll find out for ourselves.
If I remember correctly, I believe I shall be getting to play a new role in this part.
Indeed. Because, you've been playing the Duke so far, so...
I can't voice everyone.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final chapter.
Yeah.
An encounter at the end of the line.
Am I fighting Luke in that picture?
No. That would be the Duke.
Fighting.
Oh.
Way to give it away.
Well, it doesn't really reveal the big... It doesn't really reveal the big thing that's coming, really.
True.
I mean, we've already been hinting at a confrontation with the Duke anyway, so...
It would appear you
solved
solved
at least any puzzles. Actually, I want to do this one.
Actually, never mind.
Can I do some rolls, please? I recorded the fucking thing.
No. I get that, Pedro. I was just saying, I thought we were doing
parents.
Sorry to intrude, but we are investigating an important antique. This box we have here.
Didn't know it was
The
voiced.
emblem on its lid seems connected to your house in some way. Would
You
you have
think?
time to answer a few questions?
I think this matter would best be addressed by the master. Please,
Oh god,
come inside.
he's reminding me of No Country for Old Men's acting.
No, actually, there's a reason for why he's acting this way. As soon as
It's not just
no, there's a reason. Let's just say there's a reason.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be soon meeting one of my most favorite characters in the Professor Layton series.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best, one of the most complex
Right this way,
characters.
please.
It's fine, Bruce. His voice is funny.
Oh, I love the voice actor who plays him, by the way.
Good evening. Welcome to my house. So, if I understand correctly, you're saying people fear the box.
Wow, he has a
because they
booming
believe it
voice
kills
that can be
anyone
heard all
who
the way from
opens
across
it.
there.
Well, just listen to him.
That's quite
Yeah.
a story, isn't it?
It seems that the design on this box is connected to your family in some way. Can you tell me anything about this?
It's true that it was a Herzen family heirloom. Although I parted with it a number
Wonder
of
who
years ago,
voices him.
the garish emblem you mentioned wasn't
we'll see in the
exactly
credits.
suited to my taste.
Ah,
What
I
does
can
it
take
say?
that.
This character here and then
Quite
the actor next to
spectacular.
it.
No, it doesn't. But
is that so?
there are very few voice actors, so we can
Well,
guess
chalk it
by
up to my
eliminating
bad taste,
choices.
then.
Anyway,
I don't think he's telling us the whole story.
Perhaps not.
He's telling you a
It's not
Jedi
just
truth.
Not from
I'm
a
sorry, I'm
Jedi.
not much help, though I confess, visitors are always delightful. I'm sure you've had a long journey, so please do stay the night.
It's a trap.
Indeed.
It's a trap.
Prepare the quarters for our guests, Nigel.
The room is a lie.
Right away, master.
Put them in the delicacy suite, please.
Throw them in the dungeon. I mean the
Wow! This is the poshest room I've ever seen. The Monterey Express looks tawdry by comparison.
It's a room befitting the wealthiest and most influential family of Folsons.
9? I have a hard time believing a place as gorgeous as this had a vampire lurking around.
Oh, you never know, Luke. Maybe Anton himself is a vampire and you just haven't realized it yet.
Oh, that would be...
Anton, doubt it. He seemed like a perfectly nice chap to me.
oh,
Speaking of
Luke, so
Anton,
naive.
apparently... Oh.
Wait a second. I thought you didn't believe in vampires. Are you pulling my leg, Professor? I thought you
Lie.
promised to be nice. Still, now that you mention it, there is something strange going on here.
Yeah, Akira here would never make Layton a dick.
Well, that was just a
Remember
little.
the
That
picture
was
you
just.
saw in the Herzen
That was just
Museum?
him joking with Luke.
Anton was in it, wasn't he? The thing is, the photo was taken 50 years ago, but Anton doesn't look a day older.
So it's been bothering you too, has it? I can't quite understand how it could be possible. Unless he had ate a lot of vegetables when he was a child.
So, what do you guys think? Is he
Especially
really a
odd given that
vampire?
Mr. Beluga has clearly aged since the picture was taken. It would seem that both Anton and his castle warrant further examination.
They do indeed.
By the way, the guy who
Kind of
voiced
makes me
Anton is
change
apparently
my
a
mind
man.
about my initial thoughts of a certain character.
Is apparently a what?
Is a man named Mark Carr.
I have no idea who he is, but I love him already.
Yeah.
There's that famous Layton intuition acting again.
You probably don't know him.
Though I'd hardly call him famous.
He's apparently not a big name actor. He doesn't even have his own Wikipedia page.
Why don't we start our exploration of
Once
the castle?
again, level 5 was for quality rather than fame.
Yeah, indeed. I love him for that.
Good idea. Let's get to it.
I say, look at this picture. Luke.
Though,
Is that Paulson's there?
however, Troy Baker is in Miracle Mask, and he plays one of the most important characters. So even Layton could not escape the popularity of Troy Baker.
Which one was Miracle Mask?
The first one on the 3DS.
Alright.
And the 5th Layton game made.
Wow. So Troy Baker's even in Professor Layton as well.
Are you even surprised at this point?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just pondering something. Who is this Troy Baker person?
Well, Professor, you could say that he's been a man in a zombie apocalypse, and he's also been one of the most best prosecutors in the Ace Attorney universe.
Oh. Have you ever seen... Oh. Sorry, I messed up there.
So this must be the
From what
girl.
we've seen of this castle, I'm certain the wall was extremely opulent.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so yeah, apparently that must be the woman we read about in the diary.
My, it's getting late. There's time for a quick puzzle and then it's off to sleep, alright?
That's right. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Layton puzzles himself to sleep.
Why am I not surprised?
Alright, the couple in this piece seem to be dancing high in the air, floating impossibly near the chandelier. But when viewed properly, there's nothing strange at all about the picture. If you look closely enough, one peculiar area of the painting hints at the reason the whole picture seems so odd.
That bit.
And you found it.
Oh, I did.
You know what, whatever. I'm tired now, I want to go to
All
sleep.
right. Just what I need.
couple seems to be the only two people-
I need to go to sleep.
Could you imagine if he was up all night doing that puzzle? Layton's tactic would have backfired.
Well, which is interesting because we already have a character that's security guard in Dropstone who literally thinks up puzzles while he sleeps.
I remember the puzzle that Luke solved in his dream.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Luke, tell me, do these two look familiar to you?
Why, yes, that one over there looks like my mother. It looks like Anton. And is that Katya? Or are my eyes playing tricks on me?
It's getting late, Luke. It's been quite a day for us, so perhaps it's time to turn in.
Yeah, I could use some sleep. Good night, Professor.
And don't think you're sleeping in my bed.
By the way, there's a shot. There's a specific animated cutscene in Miracle Mask of Luke waking up at a hotel, and it's adorable as hell. Remember that one, Jova?
Yeah. I hope that Flora doesn't starve while we're away.
Never mind, I was right.
Ooh, right. Wait,
right about that.
hang on, right, did we suddenly transition into Cinderella?
No, this is a dream they're having.
How come me and Luke are having the same dream?
Shared dreaming.
I don't
It's a natural. Look it up. It's a natural thing. Shared dreaming.
Yeah. You see, Professor,
Even
it's a phenomena.
even Inception used that concept. But okay, let's.
The resemblance is striking.
What I was talking about, Jovel, was I initially didn't think. Okay, I initially thought it was Katya, but then when I remembered about the 50 years ago thing, I thought she looks way too young. And then with this recent development...
so does Anton.
No, yeah, that's what I was about to say. With this recent development, I think, oh, okay, she could be.
This took a dark turn.
So you think that she might be...
Get used to this, Dwibs. Level 5 loves to take sudden dark turns, as
Vampires.
As the opening of Nino Kuni
So
showed
what,
us.
is Layton Blade now?
My turn now.
So yeah, while they were sleeping, Anton captured.
It's been far too long since I've
Wow,
encountered
I was so shocked.
Feisty.
I like my prey very smart.
This is
I knew it! You are a vampire!
Well, if that's the case, it was rather foolish for you to venture here, wouldn't you say?
I like my prey foolish as well.
I must begin preparations.
This is all my fault.
Why don't you just stay put and enjoy each other's company? After all,
While it lasts.
Dear Lord, I love this voice acting by this guy. Jesus Christ, he's so...
I wish...
He's very atmospheric with his voice.
I wish that he would appear in more stuff.
Take a deep breath and collect yourself. God damn it. But there's no cause for worry, my boy. Whoever tied these ropes was clearly no sailor.
I love how Layton is just
I may be able to get free
about everything.
That's what Layton is. He always keeps his cool under pressure.
Except
you see, Shiroy, the way he keeps...
So wait, me
and believe me, Shiroy, the fact that he always seems to be able to keep his cool, even when something really tense or extreme is happening, it's gonna make the ending of the original trilogy even more powerful because of it.
You know what I think is his secret? He likens everything to a puzzle. As long as he focuses on puzzles, he's able to stay calm. It just so happens that this rope can be solved like a puzzle. That's my fear as to how Layton manages to stay calm.
Let's just say.
Since when did I have a mustache?
Let's just say, Shiro, that in Lost Future, aka the next game, the final game of the original trilogy, let's just say that game we really delve into Layton as a character in that game.
Let's just say, Shiro, there's a reason that game, a game on the Nintendo DS, still manages to stand out even compared to the two free DS titles. And that's saying something, considering it's going up against Miracle Mass.
And Azran Legacy. Azran Legacy.
Well, yeah, Azran Legacy.
Azran Legacy came close. It didn't quite reach the level of Lost Future, but it came really close.
Yeah.
Anyway, plot.
Indeed.
We're finally free, but there's no time to stand around. We must find a way out, and quickly.
Indeed, we gotta solve this mystery.
And I don't even care you're copying my pose now, Luke. This is serious business.
I'm sorry, Professor. Oh no, we're locked in. There's no place to run.
Calm yourself, Luke. There's bound to be another way out of this room. Look around you. I'll barge the door.
Oh, thank you, Professor. You know how to make me feel better. I can see the key. If only I could reach it.
Yeah, let's see if I can reach it. Wait.
Oh.
You're kidding me,
puzzle!
right?
Okay, suddenly Akira Hino loves torturing his characters with puzzles.
Akira!
It's more like, of course, goes back to the basic concept of the series, where the game, basically every time there's a task that the characters have to make, it's always done for a puzzle because, well, that's what the game is.
I can actually imagine a fan comic, at the very least, of Layton about trying to do a mundane task, yet being barred by a puzzle, and then him screaming, Akira Hino! Can you imagine if, having to eat breakfast is a puzzle?
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, let's not forget that the reason this series even exists in the first place is because Akira Hino grew up reading the head gymnastics magazines, which is the magazines made by Akira Tago, who basically created all these types of puzzles. And this is basically his love letter to his childhood, which is why that's why this series is so good. It's a labor of love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of charm in it. I just have to
be appreciative and feel appreciated.
Yeah, I just can't help but giggle that they actually made this a puzzle too, though.
And now to test my theory.
That's right.
How can I test the theory? I'm reaching for a bloody key.
Unsolved.
It's brilliant! The theory of reaching to get a key! So call it the theory of keys!
There we are. Door is unlocked now. Freedom is ours.
You never know, Jover. It could be a keyblade.
Alright, we got the final...
Hey, that would actually be pretty cool. Professor Layton with a keyblade.
Anyway, we got the final diary key, which means it's Jova's time to shine.
Again. Well, he does fight with a sword.
Oh, don't worry, Shiro. We're gonna be able to see that in the finale.
In order to deal with the swine who snuck into Folsons by night like rats to steal our gold, I have decided to quite literally play the part of a monster. Though focused on this, at times my thoughts turn to that gilded box and the letter inside. I now suspect that neither made it to her. Oh, my dear Sophia, Just to hear from you is all I desire.
So yeah, he's playing.
You see,
so
I
this-
sort of
so
put
this-
on the deeper voice
so
now
yeah.
because this is sort of going
So
more
yeah,
towards
apparently the vampire thing is all just a is just playing for a vampire.
I want it to be Blade.
Well, of course.
This door won't budge.
But I don't see any lock on it. Well, Professor, if it's any consolation, you'll get to be something close to Blade in the crossover.
Good point. This door must be controlled by some sort of device positioned elsewhere. Let's head down from here and see what else is around.
Yeah, I mean, you actually get to pull some cool moves in the crossover, too.
Ooh, how nice. I've never seen such an immense... Oh, this must be the castle's main power source. For some reason, it's not currently in use.
So is this house moving castle all of a sudden?
What do you make of these other contraptions? They're all so gigantic.
Were I to venture a guess, I'd say this equipment was used to mine gold in the area. It's probably the same equipment used to create that large hole in the castle's flooring.
Well, that's a long way down.
So that's why this place is so draughty. Oh, look at that bizarre smoke coming out of the hole. Don't get too close to it, Professor. I bet breathing it is probably terrible for you.
Whoever dug this shaft must have been an expert at using that machinery.
So a miner.
Yes,
The
of
minor
course.
49er.
On this place, scrap with the shovel could have sent the whole foundation crashing down.
So in other
So it's like a
so in
game
other-
of Jenga.
so in other words, dun 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 dun.
Oh yes, quite right, my boy. I believe if we can open the door above us so we can get this boiler up and running again.
So that solves the mystery. It was Shovel Knight all along.
Puzzle!
Shovel Knight, of course.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 50 years ago. What happened 50 years ago? We know that so we know that the girl, which is apparently Sophia, left him 50 years ago. I'm guessing, and we all know about that. We learned about Sophia's story about searching for the illusion box in Dropstone when we talked to Mr. Anderson. So, okay, now the big mystery that we still don't know is what is Katya's role in all this exactly?
Is she a daughter? Or...
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, she as Luke pointed out, she does look like Sophia, so there must be a connection. But we'll get to find that out in the finale.
Let's see if this works. That was
I
almost
did it!
too easy.
Indeed.
But you're on to, by the way, Shira, you're onto something. Just for the sake of you, just for the sake of...
Be right back, hold on.
Go ahead.
Good work, my boy. Now upward and outward. I don't see any other way out of here.
Alright, in that case, let's go back. Oh wait, no, first I do. Okay. I was under the impression that something new gets said here, but no. Okay, sorry about that. Alright.
Time wasting. Padding, padding, padding. Padding, padding, padding.
Oh, come on, Professor. It was only like 2 seconds.
Whatever. Ooh, let's have a look here.
This hatch is shut tight, too.
Wow. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
This hatch serves as the only passage out of here. We'll need to open it to escape.
Professor, how come I only got one line?
Luke, remember, I'm trying to behave here.
Sorry.
Okay, so you guys remember the definition of a magic square from Curious Village?
A little bit.
Alright, so the magic, in case you guys don't remember, the magic square is a square where every single line of numbers equals the exact same number when summed up.
This should do the trick.
So yeah, I have to place the numbers in a specific order. Fortunately, I know this puzzle by heart because I've replayed this climax so many times during my day. So, yeah.
Onward to freedom.
Indeed.
Luke, the hatch is open now. Follow me.
Again, Professor, how come I've got so little lines?
Because the scriptwriter. I'm sorry, Luke.
Okay, here, man.
Take care that you don't slip, Luke. The floor is polished to an almost blinding shine.
What?
Wow, you're right. It's like a mirror. Who do you think does all this polishing?
That would be me, sir.
Yeah, it's the butler.
Yes, it most certainly is. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but what are you two doing up this hour? If you're having trouble falling asleep, is it just a good strong puzzle to calm the mind?
You're not going to try to stop us or anything?
Stomp you? Young sir, I haven't the foggiest notion of what you're talking about.
Your master's a bastard.
So is Nigel aware of it? Or apparently he's not aware of it. Alright, we'll see. This has been fitted with a hidden door, but however, I do recall an old saying that servants use in days past to remember the location of the door. I will now relate to you that saying, and your task, dear guests, will be to work out the door's location.
But aren't all the servants dead? The information might have got a little bit mangled over the years.
Alright, so the hidden door. Begin from the doors, etched into the core. A path will appear, strong and quite clear, made of stars that flare, each within its own square.
Enix.
Enix?
Square, you said square and I said Enix.
Oh, okay. So basically what I'm doing is pointing out, I pointed out using the very things...
Professor, I was the one asked the puzzle.
And there we have it.
Yes, but Luke, the script says I finish it,
the professor is being kind of a puzzle hog in these last two parts.
Again, you said Akira Hina would never write his characters that way.
Well, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the intention. Masterfully solved, sirs. Now that you've had that little nightcap, might I suggest returning to your quarters? These hold alls can get quite draughty in the dead of night.
I'll keep that in mind. Good night to you.
Yes, and to you too.
Professor, I don't like the look he's giving me.
Now, Luke, remember, vampires do not exist.
But it's not this is a vampire, he just seems to be a very creepy man.
Come on, Luke. Actually, I got nothing.
Okay, I apologize for going back and forth between these rooms, but for some reason my sense of direction failed on me.
I'm dizzy.
Professor, I think I see a way we can get out of here.
Our search led us to the castle and are on the verge of revealing what killed Dr. Schrader. Why are we leaving? We must search this place thoroughly before we make our escape. Let's see what else is here.
Professor, I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Luke, listen to me. We can't turn back and run. Not now.
A true gentleman doesn't fear a challenge. Okay.
We're so close to uncovering the truth about Folson's and the Elysian box. We must press on.
Indeed we must.
In the next part.
See you then.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen. In the finale, we finally, all the questions will be answered. Oh, and here's Katya. So yeah, the one missing thing.
I'm not here.
Yeah, the one missing thing, we still haven't quite understood exactly what the role of her is. Oh well, we'll find that out in the next part.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
Gentlemen.